Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live in Bristol. Good old Premiership Sunday going on as we have the Bristol Aztecs hosting the London Warriors. Interesting statistics about this game. 21 meetings these teams have had since 2010. Bristol Aztecs have only won one out of those 21. If you go all the way over there. They've only won one out of those 20, with the London Warriors doing 12 shutouts on the Aztecs. Going to be a very interesting game. I'll tell you what, Esmond, I'm excited. I'm excited to go to see a Warriors game. Let's see who has won the toss. And Warriors look like they're going to be receiving. These two teams have not met this year. I believe the last score in between these two teams was 28-14 to the Warriors. Hopefully we should have some people coming through. Aztecs, obviously their big attribute is the speed, but I mean the Warriors are just huge. Just everyone knows that. Everyone knows the Warriors are just absolutely massive. Slightly earlier kickoff time here as well, which is very, very handy. Apart from me, because my lion was ruined. But we're not here to talk about my lion. We're here to talk about some football. I'll have to turn around and tell you it's a sellout here in Bristol. But well. Here we go, 8-2 with a big kick away. And that is just snatched by, looks like number 10 of the Warriors. Aztecs have surrounded him. 35 with the tackle, trying to sort out the old... Why is this not working? I can't rotate this. The roster, I can't read it. Dear. I'm about to smash my phone, which is nice. Oh, there we go. So number 15, the QB for the Warriors, rolling out. Oh, that's a big hit. And the Aztec sideline goes crazy. Oh, do I want to say that is the abominable Josh Ricketts with that big tackle. That's going to send the Warriors back 1 yard. 2nd and 11 here for London. And it's running right. There's some speed, but there's Aztecs all around. Blasted out of bounds. Going to be a good gain of 8. Setting up a 3rd and 3. A stop here for the Aztecs would be big, 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 big. Here you go, and it's a pitch to 23. Bypasses one Aztec, couple. Going to be a first down by about 2. Going to bring up a fresh set of downs for the currently undefeated London Warriors. Obviously, the Warriors are going to be trying to go straight back to that championship final. You know, you never want to bring it up around a Warriors player that they lost it, but blue milk, ladies and gentlemen, was all over the shop. So it's going to be a first down here. Bunch on the right. Hand off the 23 up the middle. Ball is out. Ball is out. Lots of Aztecs pointing, but I don't think that's going to be going the way of Bristol. But they know it's there. D. Williams, number 15 at quarterback. Got number 1 on the right. It's going to be a run right. And number 11 for the Aztecs. Woo! That was a big, big play for Billy Elliott. And that's going to send the Warriors back behind the chains once again. But this time it's going to be looking like a third. And it keeps going back. It keeps going back. But that's going to be a 3rd and 14 for the Warriors here. Big, big yardage to try and come up with. They're going for a pass here for the Warriors. Aztecs are shouting. And that is over the head of number 10 of the Warriors. And that's going to be a 4th down Warriors. And I tell you what, that's going to be big for Bristol. Obviously, we said some of the sort of more damning statistics in regards to the matchup between the Aztecs and the Warriors. 21 games, 20 of them won by the Warriors. 12 of those being a shutout for the London squad. Quite windy here. What was that? Okay. So I believe that's number 8. So the 8 or 0 back to punt for the London Warriors. I'll tell you what, in practice there was some absolutely skyball punts. And it's over the head, not what the Warriors need at all. And number 17 of the Aztecs makes whistles down. Dan Bate there, putting the Aztecs in great field position. Absolutely sensational. I'll tell you what, the wind may be a factor here in Bristol, because that ball went well over the head of the Aztecs punt, of the Warriors punter. But this is going to set the Aztecs up on the 23-yard line. Absolutely terrific start. Here you go, handed off to Brooks. Does not get anywhere. Lewis Benzie, number 3, still the QB. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching on Facebook, we're having some technical issues, so I cannot see your comments. So if you do want to shout at me about anything, go over to YouTube and shout at me there. But looking like that's going to be loss of a half a yard for the Aztecs. Stacked on the right, Benzie looking to throw. Up into the air. And that's going to Manny Crispin. Last time he was here, he was wearing 7. He's wearing 2 now, so just keep that in mind. But ball over the head of number 2. Still going to be a 3rd and 10 and a half, I'm going to say. We may have to keep holding down the equipment much like I did in Cardiff yesterday. And absolutely swallowed up there. Number 99 of the Warriors. Zachary Roden, number 99 there with the tackle for the Warriors. 4th down now for the Aztecs. And they're going to go for it in their half. Let's see what Benzies can cook up here. It's in the air. And broken up by 21. Ball was more on the money than last time. But this is going to be the London Warriors offense on. They're going to be looking to show that the same mistakes can't be made on this one. London look like they're going to be starting on on their own 29-yard line. So it's going to be bunch on the right, one on the left, run up the middle. 23 for the Warriors there, looking like he was about to get through and escape. Toshane Boyce, number 23. Seems as though we have got an Aztec down. Tell you what, great day here in Bristol. Sun's starting to come out. Very excited for this game. Got a little fun fact for you, ladies and gentlemen. Neil Reynolds of Sky Sports fame is currently on the London Warriors sideline. Will I ask him to come up here into the booth? Probably not. Or I might do. Someone odds me in the chat. I'll do it. Go on, odds me to do it.
Me?
Yeah.
1 to 5.
1 to 5. Okay. Count now.
3.
2, 1, 2. Don't have to do it. Almost, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be trips right for the Warriors now. It's going to be a handoff. QB keeper, sorry. D's running. D has space and just walks out of bounds before Manny could get to him. Flag on the play all the way back. Luckily we've got people here, but that is a flag all the way back. It doesn't. That's on the Warriors. That's going to be. So given I can hear the London Warriors coaches shouting from the opposite sideline, I imagine this is probably going to be on the Warriors eliminating that run from D. So they're going to be a 10-yard penalty on London. Wiping that away. Aztecs caught some lucky breaks here. I'm sure if you tell them, odds 1 to 1. No odds 1 to 1. So if I tell Steve, he will make me do it. So trips left now for London. It's going to be a pass here from D. D pumps and over the head of number 23. Flag in the backfield. That's looking like that's going to be another holding call on London. As the wind starts to pick up here in Bristol. So 66 there on the offense is the culprit of that holding call, and that's going to take London very, very far back. That's looking like a 2nd and 20, 21, 22. Trips right for the Warriors. Looking for a pass from D. Caught by 4. But swamped by number 44 of the Aztecs. .44 Ryan Davies. Ryan Davies is a name that we do say a lot. Not all the time, but Ryan Davies is mentioned quite a lot, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and Third and 15, 16. I'm going to lean towards more of a 16. So bunch stack both sides for the Warriors. D looking for a pass. Ball's up in the air. Not a pick for the Aztecs, but it was damn close, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Warriors, and they're deep in their own end zone. If the same thing happens, and that ball snaps over the head of London Warriors punter, then this could be damaging for the Warriors. KK Brooks and Manny back to return. Both of those men are very, very fast. Ideally, you'd want to kick it to neither of them, but you're going to have to kick it to one of them. High snap is good. 8's got it. Bit of a low. Oh, and that takes a Bristol bounce, and it's going to stay in the Warriors' half. Going out, I think the 37, 38 yard line of the Warriors. As Charlotte the photographer sprints down to the other side of the pitch. Unbelievable. She can play slot. So here we go now for the Aztecs. 2 on the left. KK Brooks in the backfield. Throw from Benzies out to Manny. Manny jukes. Manny. Oh, Manny gets around number 20 of the Warriors once, but can't do it a second time. Daniel McKenzie there getting his ankles broke once, and he will not let it happen again. Asamoah and Manny on the left, and Manny's got it, and Manny's got space. There was a little bit of space there. Manny just breaking free. He's soaring. He's flying. Let's see if this is going to be a first down for the Aztecs, and it certainly looks like it is. First down Aztecs. They're going to be starting very dangerous territory here for the London Warriors. Words you never thought you'd say. Same setup again for the Aztecs. Up in the air. Oh, and in and out of the hands of Manny. It was close. Bobbling in and out of the hands. Trips right for the Aztecs now. Normally they'll do a run play out of this. Or at least they did against Solent. Yeah, not particularly surprised there. KK Brooks got space. He's going left. And that's a good gain, and I think that's going to be another first down Aztecs. If it's not going to be a first down, it's certainly going to be close. No, and that's going to be first and goal Aztecs. Very, very, very interesting start here in Bristol. Well, it's not quite going to be a first and goal. It's going to be first and 10. Looks like that chain's going to finish on maybe the 4-yard line. Trips right again. Handoff again. KK Brooks just tries to go up the middle. Be interesting to see if there's any gain there at all. It's going to be a gain of 1 for Bristol. Again, showing the exact same formation. Tell you what, lots of pre-snap shouting from London. Benzie's looking. Thrown it into double, maybe even triple coverage. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for Bristol. I think so. Maybe regardless of what happens here, it's going to be points on the board for Bristol, unless something goes terribly wrong here. Maybe touch wood that it doesn't. If you're a Bristol fan, still trips. Manny all by himself on the left. Going to be a throw from Benzies. Throws it to KK Brooks. Looks like he's got space. And we're waiting for a referee signal, and that's a touchdown, Bristol! And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, when you open this up, you maybe didn't think that with 12 shutouts on the record for Bristol, maybe people were thinking that would happen again, but that's 6 points, and the Aztecs strike first. Very, very interesting happening here in Bristol. KK Brooks with the catching in, and who is that looking to kick it through? It's Lewis Munt. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Number 21. He's a good kicker. And it's up. And that's good. And that's 7-0 to Bristol. Lewis Munt chucking on that extra point now. I'm sure London are about to be spoken to on the sideline. I'm sure some of those words we can't broadcast. And the only Aztec on the field is the abominable Joshua Ricketts. '82, the man with the golden boot, James Bush, is looking to put this one into the stratosphere. I believe number 1, I can't see from my vantage point who the other London Warrior is who is back. It's only going to be number 1. I'm having to keep all the equipment because of the wind here in Bristol. As you can see I'm not lying about the wind because the ball falls over. I'll tell you what, there's some of the same reffing crew who were with me in Cardiff yesterday for the Valkyries tournament. Yep, and the ball falls off the tee again. Well, it's windy. I don't know what you want. There's not much we could do. Number 17 is going to be the holder. And Bush with the boot. Great ball. Going to number 10. And that's going to be a touchback for the Aztecs. Well, touchback for London, but it's still, you know what I mean. Seems to be a lot of the action, so far anyway, is happening in the London Warriors part of the field. Four. Good old Jamie Scarrett out there, number 52. No more slag of Jamie Scarrett. Going to be a pass from D, caught by number 1. Manny is there, dragged out of bounds by number 17 of the Aztecs. Going to be a good gain for London. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Two on the right, one on the left. Hand off in the middle. Crunch by number 35. Yeah, I'd say that's definitely a flag for London. Yeah. Number 35 getting the crunch on the running back so far and then just completely lit up by another London Warriors player. Flag immediately comes out. I imagine that the London Warriors are about to be marched back. I think even they might know it. So that is a blindside block. Not, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. And the Warriors are going to be traipsed back, and the Warriors once again find themselves behind the down markers. Going to bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 14, shouldn't it be, if it was a 1-yarder? So spread now for London. D looking to throw. Throws out to 10. Going to be a good gain for London. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. That ref who's on the field now, the one with the black hat ref on the field, lovely guy. Lovely guy. Just saying. Spread for London again. D's looking. And he just cannot. I tell you what, number 4 was running at. I mean, if that's not full power, I don't know what it is, but that's going to bring up a London 4th down. And it's looking to be that London are going to be punting again. Their number 8 is on the field. Ian Jacket. Back to punt. Again, still Manny and KK Brooks back to receive. It is windy. High punt. I don't think we'll be able to capture that. Manny's calling for a fair catch. Takes a London bounce. But looks like that's going to be starting on the 31 of Bristol. Number 13, Asamoah on the left. Manny, and I can't see what the other number is for the receiver on the right. KK Brooks in the backfield. Hand off to KK. Is a face cage. KK Brooks is being dragged. Flag came out very, very quickly. You can see the hands up in the face cage region. You can stiff arm, but you can't can't grip your fingers through the face cage. Not going to be a face cage, but it's going to be holding horse collar. So Aztecs will be going back. Going to bring up a 2nd and 20. 1st down, sorry. 1st and 20 here for the Aztecs. Bunch on either side for the Aztecs. Hand off to Brooks again. Maybe a gain of 1. I'll tell you what, we've got people from both sides watching Aztecs have this. Cheering for London. Oh, he's good. Menzies looking. And just off the right pinky of number 13, Asamoah. There we go, we got both sides here. Currently 7-0 down are the Warriors. So the shutout statistic is not going to gain any numbers today, but 3rd and 19 now for the Aztecs. Brooks in motion outright. Bunch trips right on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. And that ball's thrown up. And KK Brooks has got it! Oh my lord, and he's still going! Woo! Let's have another look at that. Absolutely sensational. I'm hearing lots of whistles, and there's a flag in the backfield. But that ball's moving forward, absolutely sensational from number 8 there. That ball, absolutely. Lewis Benzie's throwing it on a dime, and that's going to be a big run for the chain crew. And they have flipped the field here in Bristol, and that is going to be close. Number 8, absolutely sensational, and they keep going. And a 15-yard penalty on the end of the run, and that is going to set Bristol up very nicely. Oh my lord. 23 now, the running back. Jet sweep. The yards gained. Good amount of yards. Looks like there's going to be down at the 5. They're going to be very, very... Am I wrong? No, I'm waiting for the marker. Going to be a 2nd and 3 for the Aztecs. That down marker ends basically on the 3-yard line, or at least it does from this angle. A lot of men on the line for Bristol. Hand off to 23. Swarmed by the Warriors. What was that penalty that gave 15? So the penalty that gave the Aztecs an extra 15 was roughing the passer. Had to check. I was looking at the ball in the air. I need another set of eyes sometimes. Same formation for the Aztecs. Looks like they're getting a call in from the sideline. Run right. 23's going, and that's another touchdown for the Aztecs. Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands. If you would have turned around and said to me that the Aztecs would be 14-0 up on the Warriors at any point in this game, I might have, I don't know. Absolutely sensational from Bristol. And obviously number 21, Lewis Munt here to kick it through. Can he do it again? Looks like it was tipped, but it's tipped and it's through. And the Aztecs are up on the Warriors. What? The Aztecs are up 14 on the London Warriors. Obviously you can't count out the Warriors basically with any scoreline left on the clock, but I tell you what, it's certainly a surprise. And it's going to bring on the man with the golden boot, James Bush. Number 82. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in technical issues, so if you are commenting on Facebook, I can't see it. I know you're there, but I can't. The comments aren't coming through for me. So if you have got something to say, pop over to YouTube and shout at me there. I'm sure we have some London Warriors fans watching on Facebook who probably are telling me to shut up. But I tell you what, I'm surprised. Been looking forward to this game all week. Will the ball stay on the tee? That's the question so far. Ken Wilford keeping in check. No, it's not now, but Warriors are slow starters. Ken keeping us in the mix. He's not worried about it. 17 to hold. Bush with a boot. Not as far as last time. Going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a flag on the Aztecs. Can't be kicking that ball out of bounds. I'm sure the wind had something to do with it. So 35-yard line start here for the undefeated London Warriors. Classic adage of it's still 0-0 being echoed from the Bristol sideline. Man in motion for London. QB's looking. Absolutely sensational grab there from number 10 of the Warriors. Let's have another look at that again. Warriors looking to go in no huddle. Hopefully this replay can end by the time they get to the goal line. But that's basically an entire shift of the pitch in one play. I believe it's number 13 in now for the Warriors at QB. 23's on the move, gets around some Aztecs, gets around 44, had him, but a big run there. Going to chalk on maybe 15 to maybe a 25-yard run there from 23 of the Aztecs. Toshane Boyce. And that's George Reynolds now in at QB for London. Reynolds looking. Reynolds posts it up high. But defended by number 2 of the Aztecs. That's Manny, ladies and gentlemen. No longer number 7, now number 2. Second and 10 here. Looking like that down marker's going to finish on maybe the 2 or 3 yard line of the Aztecs. Looking like almost a bunch. Trips on the left. No, we've got a man in motion, number 4. Reynolds is looking. Reynolds in and out of the hands of number 13. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Warriors. Spread now for London. Reynolds looking. And brought in by Boyce, number 10. Touchdown for London. That's fine, mate, don't worry. So number 6. Oh, okay. So James Cherry now, number 6, trying to put on an extra point for the Warriors. It was certainly close, but that's going to be going through. 17-14 First quarter, it is still. Oh, I've lied to you, just as I say that. Here's the inner Q2 finishes on a touchdown play. So here we go now. I believe that's going to be Cherry again to kick this one away. Still going to have to be dealing with Manny in number 2 and KK Brooks in number 8 in the backfield. See, everyone's saying that I don't sound enthusiastic when the Warriors score. That's because no one sounded enthusiastic when the Warriors scored. Like I'm all well and good when there's excitement in the air, but the Warriors didn't seem very excited that the Warriors scored. So when it's silent, when the atmosphere here is silent, it's difficult to get excited. And when the Aztecs score, the Aztecs go mad. When the Warriors score, the Warriors really didn't do much. Battery level low. Shouldn't be. Just give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. It's number 8, not number 6. That's caught by KK Brooks. Still going. I don't support anyone here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here as a... It was silent when the Warriors scored, though. It was a bit weird. Yeah. A couple of Warriors players up here in the on the plinth saying it's just business. No need to celebrate when it's just business. Benzie throws it out into the wind, but it's caught by Manny. Manny's got space. He's going to have a first down. Did go out of bounds at the 40. As much as there are some players who maybe disagree with that, you could see it from up here. Going to bring that ball to the 42-yard line. Benzie's looking. Up in the air to Manny, but floats over his head. I'll tell you what, lots of shouting here today. If you're a fan of football players shouting at each other, then you'll love this game. Second and 10 for the Aztecs. Hand off to KK Brooks up the middle. He's going to have a first down. He dodges number 2. Brooks is running. And there's going to be another touchdown for the Aztecs. Don't see any flags on the field. As KK Brooks almost looked like he was about to run out of the SGS Pride facility there. Lewis Munt to kick it through. Huh? Yeah, I like Lewis Munt. I'm a fan of Lewis Munt. I don't know what to tell you. If I could buy a Lewis Munt jersey, I might. That's a might, not a definitely purchase. Munt to kick it through. It is good, but there were some Warriors players there. Just getting off the hands again. That's going to bring on the man with the golden boot, James Bush. And also, considering the average score when the Aztecs do score is 11 to, I believe, 33, the fact that it's now 21-7, do the Aztecs have something special in the air here today? Nil-nil again being called out here by the Aztecs as the kicking team reaches the field. Looks like 17 will be holding again. Ten and 1 back to receive for the Warriors. That's a big boot. Caught by number 1 of London. One's going, gets around some people, bringing it back to dead set on the 35-yard line of London. Two on the left, one on the right for the Warriors. Reynolds looking. Number 4's in space. And he's trying to juke around a couple of Aztecs players. Not going to be a first down Warriors, but it's certainly going to be close. And trips on the left for London. Hand off to 23. And just caught there by number 25 of the Aztecs. Trafford Ali. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1.5 now for London. Trips on the right now for London. Not long to go. Reynolds is looking. And in and out of the hands of number 16. Just a bit low here. Punting unit for the Warriors is coming onto the field. With Ian Jacket to punt it away. Manny and KK in the backfield for Bristol. Big high boot. Calling for a fair catch. Here's number 8. Looks like that's going to be on the 26. of the Aztecs is where they're going to be starting this drive. Asamoah and Manny already lining up on the right. Everyone's just sort of looking around now. Everyone to get set. Brooks in at running back. Hand off to KK. Goes right. Ball's out. Second down, going to be, if the ball did come out, it's back in the hands of the Aztecs. I always wonder if people at home can actually hear what the coaches are saying from the opposite sideline. What football?
Soccer.
What's that? I don't think they can hear what you're saying, so it's fine. Same formation for Bristol. Hand off, but swarmed. Swarmed at the line of scrimmage. Don't think. Let's see if that's any loss of yardage here for Bristol. Certainly is going to be a loss of 1 yard for the Aztecs. Two on the left, one on the right. Benzie's looking to throw. Almost picked off there by number 36 of London. And the punt unit for the Aztecs comes onto the field. I'm sure there are people who are surprised that they haven't seen more of them this game. The score 21-7 to the Aztecs. What? Thing is, you can never count out London. Never ever count out London. 10 and 1 back to receive. Bush with a boot. And I'll tell you what, it's a good punt. Caught by number 1 at the 32. Or 27, sorry. Number 1 going. Brought down at what's looking like the 46-yard line of the Warriors. We're going to have an Aztec down now. Heat is starting to become a factor here in Bristol. I tell you what, the sun is now peeking its way through the clouds. And with this sort of break in play, I'm going to have some water. First thing is, you think the NFL commentators have to announce when they're taking a break for water on the broadcast? No, they don't. You don't ever hear it. So why would you? Play for the Aztecs, back on his own sideline, walking off under his own power, which is good here. London have a 1st and 10 from their own 48. Reynolds looking now. And caught by 10. And 10's going to have another fantastic run, sort of echoing that of the Aztecs. Let's have another look at that. See, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that's how quickly the tide can change here. That's why you never count out the London Warriors. They're going for an extra one. Because of course they are. Cherry will be the man to kick it through for London. But you see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, in the sense of just no one sort of celebrates on the London sideline. Again, it was a spectacular play, but just no one reacts to it. And it's sort of difficult to sort of gauge my reaction as a commentator when there's just silence, because it was really good, but no one reacted. Cherry boots it through and just perfectly splits the uprights, and the Warriors are back within a score of tying the game up. Dan's watching. Dan's watching from Italy. Oh, I know those. That's Dan Pell. Ugh. Love a bit of Dan Pell. Bit of Dan Pell. No, you can't. Chax wants to say hello to you, but Chax is not allowed to be on the microphones today. Those London Warriors aren't half bad, are they? That's why they are widely regarded as either the best team in the country or one of the best teams in the country. I tell you what, if they're not number one, then they're definitely number two. But I'm sure if you go north a bit, where they pound off that blue milk, they'll be a bit annoyed if you class the Warriors as number one. Kwame watching from the UK. Thanks, Kwame. What about you? You can have a shout out. Number 8 to boot it away. Nice high ball. Going to KK Brooks. Going to go for that zone concept. Handed off to Manny. Didn't fake out all the Warriors players, but Manny's got space. And that's a great return. And I think that's going to be starting on the 49-yard line. Dan Pell saying Chax is dead to me. Coach Dan Pell there, head coach of the Gloucestershire Gladiators. Still looking for a D-line coach. Still looking for a D-line coach. Go to Gloucestershire Gladiators Instagram to find out. And we've got some of Manny's family members here wishing him a happy birthday. Is it his birthday? Well, I tell you what, I'm sure Manny would love to cement his birthday with a win here. And it's still Aztecs up by 7. We're having a bit of a wildcat formation here as KK Brooks is in at QB, and he's going to run it through the middle. Going to be a gain for the Aztecs, but not a lot. I'm going to say a gain of 2, and that's going to be 2 if they're nice. It certainly is going to be 2. Number 8 still in at QB. Brooks going for a run again. He's found some space. Going to be another good little run there. They're going to be facing a 3rd and 2, I reckon. 3rd and 3, dependent on where the knee was spotted. It is going to be a 3rd and 4. I'm going to say from up here. KK Brooks still in at QB. Aztecs obviously have got something that they want to do here. You know, you gain 3 or 4 yards of play, you get it. You win football games. We say it every single week. Same sort of motion here. Brooks is going. Gonna be a first down, Aztecs. Gonna be first down by a yard. And there we go. Here comes on number 3, Lewis Benzies, and KK Brooks' time under centre comes to an end, at least for now. Yeah, Manny is wearing number 2 now. Was wearing number 7 for basically every other game we've seen him in, but he is wearing number 2 now. Lewis Benzie back in at number 3. Stack on either side for the Aztecs. Seems like that handoff went a bit awry, and that's going to be a loss of 7 now for the Aztecs. Asamo on the left. Manny on the right. I believe that's 23 in the backfield. Enzi's looking. Give it 23. I think that's going to be maybe a loss of another one for the Aztecs. If not, it's going to be back to the line of scrimmage, and they've got a long way. Going to be, yep, 3rd and 18. I'm going to say now for the Aztecs. Trips on the left for Bristol. Benzi's throwing to Manny. And just immediately some 2-on-2 action as 2 for the London Warriors manages to wrap up number 2 for the Aztecs. And the punting unit for the Aztecs comes back onto the field. 10-2 back to receive for London. 82 back to kick for Bristol. Catches it. Good kick. Looks like it's going towards number 1. Catching it on maybe the 3-yard line. And number 1 taken out of bounds there, looking at about the 13. Bunch on either side for the Warriors. Handoff up the middle. But taken down nice and low by number 42 of the Aztecs. Leon Colswitz, 42. Nice and low there. Going to be a gain of 1 for the Warriors on that play. So Warriors now going spread for the Warriors. Reynolds looking, throws it out, caught by Ben Mbemba, number 1 there for the Warriors. Been key so far, and he's been key because he's getting them a first down, whether he's returning or whether he's catching the ball. Number 1 for the Warriors. Doing the work here. Tight bunch for London. Reynolds is looking and just in traffic there. Number 14 looked like he was going to be the one destined for that ball, but it didn't end up in his hands. Trains go by. That's the line. 2nd and 10 for London now. Starting on the 26-yard line. Reynolds looking. Reynolds does it up. He's going for that big screen play again. The London sideline is very, very unhappy with that call. You can hear him from up here, but that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for London. Aztecs would love to take this game in a half-time with the lead. Wind is blowing. That's why I don't have any paper rosters with me today, because they would just end up all over, strewn upon Bristol. Spread for London. Reynolds looking. Reynolds with a dart. Destined for Mbemba, number 1, but to no avail. And the punting unit for the Warriors is going to come back onto the field. Or at least you'd think so. Given there's a change of personnel, I'd imagine that it is. Manny and KK back to receive for the Aztecs. Bit of a high snap there, almost over the head. Very, very high punt. Kicking it into the wind, very high punt, and the Aztecs look like they're going to be starting on their own 42 and a half. No, they're going to be starting on the London's. Starting London's half, sorry. I just see the word 50 and my brain shut down there. Starting on London's 43 are the Aztecs. Stack on either side. Hand off to Brooks. Good game by Brooks. Gonna be splitting the difference, maybe 5. I imagine it's gonna be 5 just based on where his knee was on the ground. That's looking about right. 2nd and 5 for the Aztecs. Nice and dead center for my camera. Love it. Do you know what it is? It's because the logo's not centered in the middle. That's why I thought it was a 50. I was looking at it like, yeah, that's the 50. Yeah. Warriors backers creeping. Benzie hands it off to KK. He's going. Got space. Surrounded by about 3 or 4 London Warriors players. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1.5. I'm going to say 2. We do have a London Warrior down. What do you think of the game?
Yeah, it's fantastic so far. It's a bit of a shock. I think most people probably had Warriors on the way at the moment, but Aztecs are taking a few people by surprise.
See, and there you go. That's why Chax isn't allowed his own microphone. Listen to that uncharismatic voice and very dull thought process.
Unfortunately, that took me by surprise. So, yeah.
Just like the Aztecs. Hey.
It's all got a link, mate.
What's that shirt?
It's an open shirt, actually. The team doesn't exist there.
Looks quite nice. So back here in Bristol. Yeah. I'm not going to show you the shirt though, so it doesn't matter. 3rd and 1.5, I'm going to say 4. The Aztecs stuck on either side. KK Brooks in the backfield. Couple of Warriors creeping up. Caught by Asamoah. Asamoah's going. He's got a 1st down. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the calls of A to these referees. No one. There's a flag on the opposite sideline. So offside on the defense. Obviously, Aztecs are going to decline. Nathan, how are you doing? It's a windy day here in Bristol. Aztecs are up. I can't believe it myself. The Aztecs are marching their way down the field.
Taking you by surprise.
Yeah, it's taken me by surprise. Going to be starting on the 29-yard line. Going back to that stack is the Aztecs. Handed off to KK Brooks. He's going left. Gets round. Getting space. Running into the man with the down marker. And I tell you what, Elizabeth, he let go of that down marker at the last possible moment. Good on him. He's keeping that upright. Seems to be that they are going to be. I thought they were about to put the chain crew. Yep, they are having a little break now as they fix the down marker. KK Brooks Yep, is it broken? Yep, it is broken. It is broken. Yep, I've just watched. They are stepping on it because the middle of the down marker has broken, and the down marker is it's up, barely. Second and 1 for the Aztecs. So you don't hear that level of commentary in the NFL, do you? They've broken the down marker. Commentary on the down marker. So spread on the right. Number 90 is in. Watch for him. He scored some touchdowns. Direct snap to KK. Gonna be a first down Aztecs, I reckon. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. I'm not seeing these down markers move. So timeout called by the Aztecs. Yeah, I thought that direct snap to KK got it. I'm waiting for the official call from the ref. I believe it's timeout Aztecs from what I can hear. So 2-minute warning and a timeout for the Aztecs. It's third and exceptionally short. Very, very short. I'd argue maybe a quarter of a yard, maybe, for the Aztecs. You know, you need to discuss this. You're deep in London territory. You want to put this another score up by half time. You want to send the halftime score out on the Sport Tanks thread, and you want to say what? Aztecs are doing what? That's what they want. Number 12 in. Number 12 direct snap. That doesn't. He's 20. Number 12's going. Oh, and the Aztecs players are not going to be happy about that. A stop. Saying that there was a stop on motion. Aztecs players go. Number 12 was just barreling around the outside. Going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see what that is. Referee going over to talk to Pete Jones, the head coach of the Aztecs, and I imagine, yeah. Again, it's still fourth and short. That's going to be an interesting play to watch back for Bristol, and I imagine for London as well. I don't know. Again, I'm not here to say the refs one way or the other, but I don't know if I would have called that. Number 12 was held up, but I wouldn't say the motion stopped. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I would. I wouldn't say the number 12 really stopped being in motion. But obviously, it's difficult when the whistle is blown. Going to bring up a fourth and short now for the Aztecs. Not going to be happy about that.
Hello.
No, go away. Don't talk into the mic. Well, no. What do you think? What did you think about that play that just happened?
To be perfectly honest, I didn't know what happened.
You're in. Oh God,
I didn't.
I hate you.
See what happened.
Did you see what happened? Okay. Well, what did you think about that?
No, it was a great play, great burst from the back, but it's not. It was called wrong. They should have done the pass. They should have hit the boundary where London have been struggling.
There you go. See, that's how you do give an answer, Joe Chaxfield. Full names only here.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Aztecs need this down. Benzies throws it, and that ball is high, but caught by KK. And on a fourth down and short, and just as that's absolutely sensational. KK Brooks puts another 6 points. KK Brooks puts another 6 points on the board. And the score is 12. Let's see if Lewis Munt can put it through again. We've seen some Warriors, they were getting very, 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 very close to stopping this ball. Can they do it again? They cannot. And that is going to be 28-14. Flag on the play. Let's take that point away. Let's put that point back on because that penalty was declined, as I'm sure it would be, and it's going to bring on the man with the golden boot, James Bush, to kick it away. Scoreline: Aztecs 28, London Warriors 14. Again, there's still another half of football left to play. We are in the 2-minute warning, but again, there's a lot of football left to play. But if you're the Aztecs, I tell you what, you can't be getting too confident at half time. You're still playing the London Warriors. That could be the risk here. I believe KK has scored 3. Let's just check with the Aztec stat man. I believe it's 3. Yeah. I tell you what, KK going ahead, trying to get himself that MVP vote because he's certainly looking for the game. 17 to hold on this blustery Bristol day. Here we go, and Bush with a great ball, bit high, into the hands of number 10 for the Warriors. I'll get you a name in just a second when he's out of bounds. He's still going, great return, going back to looking like the 44-yard line. Luke Hegney, number 10 there, with a terrific return for London. Within the 2-minute warning now for the Warriors. Obviously, they're going to be looking to put some more points on the board. Thank you, Kwame. What do you know that, Kwame? And here we go. Reynolds looking. Reynolds has got space out on the left. He's looking for... And in and out of the hands of number 4. Number 13 had a good lane there. It's difficult when I have to operate three things at once. Kwame knows what it's like. It's all over the place. It's going to be a penalty on the Warriors. I tell you what, London are definitely... A lot of the flags are going the way of the Warriors, which is not what you want, as they're going to be starting behind the down marker once again for a 2nd and 20. Well, 1st and 20, my apologies. Sun's coming out now. Difficult when you're trying to look at screens all the time. Two on the left, one on the right. Reynolds has got time. He's rolling out left again, trying to direct traffic into the hands of number 1. Sensational grab. Going to be a first down. Over Mbemba. Flag back at the line of scrimmage. Is it going to be another flag for London? I mean, given that they've gone back, I imagine that it is a flag for London. Burnt half my face in Cardiff yesterday. Doesn't feel good. Going to have a referees discussion in the middle. And the Warriors are marching back. And that's going to be another penalty on the Warriors. And the Warriors are going back. Looks like they're going to be starting first down still on their own 31. I'll tell you what, that is going to be first about 19. But 23 of the Warriors just chopping through, getting space. He's got a lot of space. And all of that yardage from those penalties. Flag back at the line of scrimmage again. Now, this could be an absolute damaging flag if this is back on London again. Because that run by number 23 was absolutely sensational. Toshane Boyce. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be another holding call on the London Warriors. And that big run by Boyce has been wiped off the record book. Still going to be first down, but they're, you know, I've said it sort of all day that the Warriors are starting behind the down marker. The down marker might as well be a blip on the horizon for the Warriors, but they've certainly shown that they can get there no matter what it is. And they're going to be starting on their own 20-yard line. And considering that the end of the down markers on the Bristol 47, the Warriors still have a lot to go. And they're kneeling it out. And the Warriors kneel it out, and it looks like this. There we go, and that's going to be the end of the first half here in London. Oh, sorry, here in Bristol. And ladies and gentlemen, what a surprising first half it has been, because the scoreline reads 28, Bristol Aztecs, London Warriors 14. And it seems to me that the Warriors have been making some quite drastic mistakes, and the Aztecs, and more specifically number 8 KK Brooks, has been absolutely dominant, putting on 3 TDs. We're going to have a little roundup of the games that have gone on so far, or going on so far. A bit of an early kickoff today, so we'll have to see what is about, but absolutely sensational football here. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, we're having some difficulties on Facebook. Getting the comments through. So if you do want to comment, do just go over to YouTube and shout at me there. But this is absolutely madness. Not that many scores in. In fact, only 2. Norwich Devils 14, London Olympians 0, Highland Stags 7, Glasgow Tigers 0. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you the scoreline again. Bristol 28, London 14. And we're going to leave this to go to half time so you can get yourself a drink, cool yourself down after what has been a terrific half of football. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that this game is only just starting to heat up, because you can't count out the London Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, the scoreline in Bristol. Bristol Aztecs 28, London Warriors 14. We will catch you in about 15-20 minutes or so. in Bristol. I'll tell you what, the wind is picking up now. Enlisted the help of the unfortunately named Joe Chaxfield. Why is he unfortunately named? Don't know. Okay, you can give it back now. I just needed my fingers loose to be able to today. So the Aztecs are going to receive. Scoreline 28-14. As we had a comment from Ken Wilford earlier, Aztecs start slow. You know, I'd never like it when people say we're a second half team. But, you know what? Very well may be the case for the Warriors, but they're certainly going to have to be today. As the Warriors kick it away now. I'm sure the half-time speeches have been quite different from either side. Again, I'm sure London's has been full of words that we cannot broadcast. Whereas I'm sure the Bristol's involved a lot of pats on the back. Will the ball stay on the tee is the question. Number 8 to kick it away. Darren will keep us informed. I'll read that in a second. Big kick into the wind there. You can see it sort of faltering into the hands of KK Brooks. Handed off to Manny. And Manny has got some space, but going to be ran out of bounds at the 25. Flag on the play. After the play. Looking for the white hat official. See if we can get a call. Seems to be that it's going to be the Aztecs who are marching back, not the start they want. Blocking the back there for the Aztecs. Ball is coming back, not the start for the second half they wanted, especially considering that the London Warriors came off going into that half-time break. Multiple holding calls in a row. It's heavy and windy here. 2 on the left. Hand off to KK. Going to be a good gain from number 8 there. Sort of what you'd come to expect from KK Brooks. Going to be a gain of 6. Going to have an Aztec down. And away. Seems to be that the Aztec that's having some issues is number 8. Take some time there. He's going to have to sit this play out. Back to the action, number 23 now in for the Aztecs. At running back. 2 on the right. Multiple people in motion for the Aztecs. There's a lot of man on that right. He's going to be round by 23. Going to be just a solid gain there. I think that might be a first down if I can see by the sideline official on the left-hand side of the field. Darren will keep us informed. Northants Knights 35, Sandwell 0 in the first quarter. Wow. That's mad. Northants very much on their way to enjoying a 50 burger. Yeah. Huh? Coach Toto plays for North. I don't know what number he is, so I can't really give him a proper shout out. So first down for the Aztecs. Bit of a low snap. Benzies looks to throw. Asamoah's got it. but just immediately out of bounds there. Going to be another solid gain here for the Aztecs. Going to be a gain of 7 for Asamoah. Hand off to 23, he's running right, he's looking for a hole. Found a small hole before it was immediately closed by the Warriors. Gonna say that is going to end up as a gain for the Aztecs, not quite a first down, but they're going to be close for this third down try. Here we go, waiting here. Some changes going on. There we go, going to be a third and... No, that is going to be a first down Aztecs. Okay. I wasn't sure if number 23 managed to get that, but that is first down Aztecs. Benzie's looking. Throw it out to Manny. Very behind the line of scrimmage. And he just gets out of bounds there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss. Going to see it looking like that's... Nope. Going to be a loss of about 2 for the Aztecs. Warriors coming out fine. I'm sure the Warriors are one of these teams where they're going to think that every first down by the Aztecs is a loss. They shouldn't be getting these. Manny and Asamoah out wide on the left. So flag before the ball is snapped. And that's going to take the ball back even further for the Aztecs. Flag seemed to plague the London Warriors in the first half, but it seems to be that it's going to be on the Aztecs now. Going to be second and 18 for the Aztecs. Benzies throws it out. Asamoah just cannot get it in his hands. Basically slid. Third and long for the Aztecs. Still not seen the return of number 8. Scanning for him on the sideline and going to that bunch formation. Bit of a low snap there. Benzies throws it out. 23's got it. And it's going to be a first down Aztecs. And he might be going all the way. 21 for the London Warriors drags him down. At the 15-yard line of the Warriors. What a run by 23. Hassan with an absolute gem of a run when the Aztecs needed it. And 20... Huh? Well, it's good you tell me his surname because I have been butchering that surname for the last few weeks. There you are, Vanessa. My apologies. Too busy yapping during the halftime. And the Aztecs are going to be starting on the 18-yard line, I'm going to say, of the London Warriors with an absolutely fantastic run by Hassan. And Lewis Munt now, I believe, has the ball. That certainly is. Lewis Munt, not sure if that's going to be a gain. little gain, maybe a yard for the Aztecs. Going to be a second. I'm not convinced to call that a yard. Bunch for the Aztecs, either side. It's given to Munt again. Munt fighting, getting that ball to what may be the 15-yard line. Going to be a third and potentially, say, 3rd and 7.5. If it's on the 15, it's going to be a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Aztecs here, deep in London territory. Trips on the left, Manny in an island all to himself. Throws it to Manny, and in and out of the hands of Manny, almost picked off by number 48 of the Warriors. Going to be interesting to see what the plan of action is now from Bristol. Benzi's still on the field, their QB, number 3. No field goals in mind here for the Aztecs. Benzi's looking, Benzi pumps, goes out, almost picked off by 46 of the Warriors. But that's going to bring on the London Warriors offense. They're going to be starting on their 15. Give me a second, mate. Just give me a second. Reynolds looks to throw. And intercepted by 17! Oh, boy! And the Aztecs needed that most. And you can say I'm celebrating, but that was just an absolutely spectacular grab. And it seemed to go all wrong for the Aztecs. Dan Bate, we've called his name before. And Dan Bate has just intercepted that ball from Reynolds. And the Aztecs are going to be starting. They're going to have a loss of yardage from their previous drive, but it's going to be a loss of 6. Absolute diving catch. You love to see it. I love spectacular plays, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? And the Aztecs offense is going to come back on the field. Benzi's looking. No, hand off to KK Brooks, who is back in. Powering through. Going to be a gain of maybe 3. Loss of whistles. I don't see any flags, but a lot of whistles. Maybe trying to break up the fracas that happened within that tackle. Gain of 2. Gain of 2, not 3. I'm looking at the ball, not the knees. That's my problem. There's a joke in there somewhere, but we won't make it. We're a respectable broadcast. 2nd and 8 for the Aztecs. Bringing back that stack on either side. Hand off to Brooks again. Swarmed by the Warriors again. Don't think there's going to be any change in the down marker. Oh, no. And that's good for one more yard. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 now for the Aztecs. Now they've got this new lease on life. If this doesn't go their way, are they going to bring the kicking unit on? Lewis Munt not going to be the running back in this series. No, you're not. Ouse Valley doesn't count. I will say this now. I was definitely rooting for Ouse Valley when they played Berkshire. I don't regret that. I used to play for Ouse Valley, so that's why. So going back to that stack on the right, almost. Benzi's looking. Benzi's off. Being pursued by 86. Going to be a 1st down Aztecs. Now that is some absolute, that's some football IQ there. He managed to get out of bounds there, slid out of bounds. Gonna be a, no, it's not gonna be a first down, Aztecs. It's gonna be a 4th and 1. Yeah, 4th and 1. I really thought Benzi's had that there. Callum O'Connor, respectful and unbiased stream. I'd like to think so. I try not to be unbiased. I try not to be biased. And there we are. Kicking unit is on the field. 4th and 1. Lewis Munt looking to kick. It's not that long to go. So Warriors players got through. And Lewis Munt puts 3 more on the board. 31-14. See, I thought that might be the case when Lewis wasn't in at running back for that series. Going to keep him out here. James Bush to kick it away for the Aztecs. 31-14 the scoreline here in Bristol for the hometown squad. And you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to do something quickly. You're going to see it go black for a bit. Almost an absolute nightmare there. It's not in half time, don't worry. Just had to change something around on my camera. Just in case if we're deep into the 4th and my camera goes off and I start panicking, which we don't want. Thought we'd change it now just to get it all out of the way. It is good because you get to hear what the coaches are talking about. Points mean prizes. An extra 3 points on the scoreline. Bush to kick it away. 3 now in the backfield for the Warriors. Great ball by Bush. Into the hands of, I'm not sure, it is number 10. That is Kegney. Luke Kegney, flag on the pitch. Flag on the pitch. 2 flags on the pitch. You've got both sideline officials throwing the laundry onto the field. Going to be interesting to see what it is. Looking for the man with the white hat. And a blindside block for the Warriors. Another flag impeding the Warriors' progress. They're going to be starting quite a bit far back on their own 19-yard line. It's not quarter. It's not quarter. Did I say quarter 1? I didn't say quarter 1. I've changed it. Oh, this is the problem with Joker. He loves to have a go. He loves to have a go at me, even when it's not even wrong. It is Q3. Did I say? If I said Q1, I apologise, but I don't think I did. They're not going to be starting on their 19. They're not going to be starting on their 19. They're going to be starting on their 10. Well, the ball's on the 10. The tip of the ball's on the 10. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Not many yards gained there by the Warriors. Boyce, number 23. For the Warriors, running it in. Going to be a gain of 2 there for the Warriors. And before orbiting around, still a handoff to Boyce. And Boyce is running. Tell you what, about 5 Aztecs there, being the ones to wrap him up. Going to be a third and 3 for London. Reynolds has the play. Spread for London. Twelve in motion. 12's going round. Going to be a first down London. But 34 of the Aztecs knocks him out. Going to be starting on the 26-yard line are the Warriors. Alex, what are you talking about? Reynolds looking over the top, but over the head of Boyce. I'm not going to comment on that on stream. So, second and 10 now for the London Warriors. Get a few more London Warriors in the chat. I'm sure if they're just joining us, they're looking at this scoreline and they're thinking maybe that can't be right, but it certainly is. Spread for the Warriors. Boyce in the backfield. He moves over to the right. Reynolds is looking. And Reynolds is sacked. Maybe the second sack of the game. Fofana, number 34. Getting that sack and taking the Warriors back behind the down markers where they seem to have found themselves for the majority of this game. Well, I tell you what, we've seen the London Warriors break out of situations like this before, but it's going to be difficult for them. That's going to be a third and 17, third and 16. I'm going to put that more on a third and 17 here. Still in spread are the Warriors. Reynolds is looking. And Reynolds darts it out to number 11. But tackled by number 9 of the Aztecs. Battistella, number 9 there. Is going to bring on the London punting unit. It's an interesting concept, Nathan. Like, there's a lot going on in the Warriors that isn't, you know, sort of on field. Do I think Warriors potentially go into the ELF? And yeah, it's something. I believe that was a timeout for London. They're having a burn one here. So it looks like 2:53 remaining in the third quarter for the Warriors. What happened to D. Williams? Unfortunately, I don't know. It just seems as though I didn't see him go down with. Huh? Yeah, the referee took off D. Williams. I don't really know what has happened. We've not had any update. But George Reynolds is the QB for the Warriors. Manny and KK back to receive. That's Manny number 2, KK number 8. Great punt. Fair catch called by Manny. And he gets it. So where's that going to be starting? It looks like that's going to be starting on the 36-37. Yeah, I know Reynolds is QB2. And he is in. But no, D. Williams did start the game, but was replaced by Reynolds. But the referee did take off D. Williams. And KK Brooks dodging out of the way of 2 London Warriors. Not going to be much of a gain there. Number 90 for the Aztecs is a big boy, and when you see him catch some touchdowns, number 90, Uba Imole. He's a big boy, and you tell you what, sometimes he's got some hands as well. The Aztecs do like to run him deep sometimes. It's always spectacular when he gets there. Benzi's looking to throw into the hands of number 7. Piece of equipment flies out of the... Where is Warriors starting QB? He's on the sideline. The referees took them off. Referees took off D. Williams. We've not had any update on as to why. Third and inches now for the Third and inches for the Aztecs. Gonna be an interesting call here. Not seeing any motions from the ref as to is this going to be then that's 4th down for the Aztecs, and now they've got a big decision to make. Are they going to be punting it away? They certainly are, and that is a 4th and inches, very, very, very close. D got ejected. I don't believe he got ejected. The referees came up to him and just told him to leave. Could very well be an equipment issue or something along those lines. We are unaware up in the booth, but certainly wasn't ejected. But he's not been on since, I believe, the first quarter, maybe the end of the first quarter. Didn't see any injuries up here in the booth. Punt up, someone was high punt, but good. And that could have gone disastrously wrong. Very well could be legal visor. These are all speculations that, you know, I don't know. I've got no news. You know what, Alex? I have absolutely no idea. I've been wondering this myself. I know a lot of so one of the major roadways of Bristol is called Aztec Way, but as to why that's called Aztec Way, I haven't got the foggiest. I've asked some people, and they've all just said because of that being like a roadway. Reynolds back, and Reynolds with a great ball, and it's intercepted by number 31. Oh my Lord above. I don't see any flags on the play. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Oh, didn't get a replay. Number 31. Dom Ferdani, number 31, coming up for Bristol, and they're going to take over on the 16-yard line of the Warriors. Second interception thrown by Reynolds here today. It's like Aztec is an area in Bristol, but why is that area called Aztec? Bit of a low snap there. Hand off to Hassan. Not going to be a big gain of yards. Wind is picking up here in Bristol. Keeping my hands on all the equipment. Thank you. Yeah, I've got no idea why Aztec is an area in Bristol. I only got the name Aztec. So, I have asked people. Benzi throws it. Almost got into the hands of number 12. And here we go. That's the end of the third quarter, and this game is escaping the London Warriors a little bit. There's a quarter left to play. Give it back now. Leave. Glamorous assistant Joe Shaxford helped me out when the wind blows. Also like to thank Jordan Vincent for again aiding us in being able to stream this for the Gloucestershire Gladiators. What's the most points the Warriors have ever conceded? That's a good question. And I'd love to be able to find out for you, but I'm having to hold a microphone, a camera, and the equipment we use to stream. I'd love to find out for you, but I'm unfortunately I'm not in the position to do so as it stands right now. Just to make sure all my equipment doesn't blow away. So, yeah, if I put it to this, I wish that I could have a man in my ear telling me, answering all these questions for me, but I don't. It's just me and Chuck's. If I need someone to hold the camera while the wind blows. All right. Nathan Coates, when he played for the Aztecs, when you come from away from Plymouth, there was a large building called Aztec. Looked like a hotel. I still don't know what the correlation between Bristol and no. Well, they say what's the most points the Warriors have ever conceded, which I think that'd be quite difficult to find out. So, yeah, Manchester put 37-1 in the finals. Titans won 37-7. It could be that high ball from Benzies, and not being able to be dragged in by KK Brooks, looking for his 4th touchdown today. Nathan Coates, he says he can't remember the last time the Warriors lost in the regular season. I'm sure that goes the same for the most people, but I tell you what, you might be on the verge of it right now, because there's less than 15 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter with that play kicking it off. And it's going to bring up a 4th and a 9 for the Aztecs. Where's Willie Mike? Well, I imagine Willie Mike is potentially down in Kent with Steve for the Exiles versus the Blitz. And also the under-19s, Kent Exiles versus the London Warriors. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. So here we go. Aztecs going for it. No kicking field on. Going back to that bunch formation. Brooks in the backfield. Benzies looking. 2KK Brooks counts as a reception, but it's not going to be one that's going for a first down. And the Warriors are going to take over deep in their territory. Looks like they're going to be starting on the... Well, I'll be able to tell you in a second. Now, this is what's weird for the Aztecs. They still need to beat the Blitz to make the playoffs. They can beat the Warriors here, put that feather in your cap, don't get me wrong, but you still need to beat the Blitz. They beat the Blitz, they make the playoffs. Warriors coming out in that double bunch. Reynolds looking. And tipped by Manny. Number 2, he's effective on offense and he's effective on defense. Kwame, I don't know, and you've done this with me before. You know that I've got my hands on like 3 different things. 42 with a hot start there. Reynolds looking out over the head of number 4 for the Warriors. Number 4, Issa there, just not able to bring it over his head. Going to be a 3rd. Going to be a 3rd and 10 and now for London. Two on the left, 1 on the right. Reynolds looking to throw. Up over. Caught by number 10 in bounds. It's just simple as there, just bringing that back in is Hegney, number 10. Oh yeah, to be fair, Kwame, you're right. LL Corpy probably is watching and he's making sure to get all this trivia in. Hello, Corpy, giving us the trivia for this game. 21 meetings between these teams. Bristol have only won once, and the Warriors have shut them out twice. It's a pop pass to number 4. Going to be a loss of yardage for the London Warriors. Going to be a loss of 1 for the Warriors. Going to bring up a 2nd and 11. Oh, no. Sorry, I look over there, and then they move it. So it's going to be a 2nd and 13 for London now. Tentatively 13, I'll say. 2.5. Spread for London, 2 on either side. Reynolds looking to throw over the head of number 23. Going to bring up that 3rd and 13. Look at this, Vanster keeping us informed. The name is said to derive from the A to Z of technology, and it was conceived as a science park. It was developed by the Electricity and Supply Pension Scheme and then sold to Arlington Securities in the 1980s. I tell you what, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you, Vanster. That's a great bit of information. Defense calls for the Aztecs, 3rd and 13. Reynolds looking, and that just bounces off the floor in front of Kegney. And the punting unit for the Warriors will come on. And Dan Pell keeping us informed. I think Bristol's first win was the first ever game between these two. Why are the Warriors losing like this? The Aztecs have just been able to get these chunk plays, and also a lot of flags for the Warriors in the first half as well have cost them here. That ball is going to roll out at the 39-yard line of the Aztecs. Starting QB D. Williams as well, not in for the Warriors. And I wish we could tell you the reason why, but I don't believe he went off with an injury. Benzi's in. That's QB2 on the right. Low snap, hand off to Brooks. Just going to be a good chunk run from the Aztecs. Gain of 3. Yep, gain of 3. Aztecs waiting for the call. Number 7 for the Aztecs. New in. Hand off to number 8. Looked like he had a split for a second there, but that's going to bring the down marker back a bit. Aztecs now facing a 3rd and 9. Trips on the right for the Aztecs. Low snap. Benzi's looking. Pings it over the head. Oh! And almost a spectacular catch by Asamoah. Going to bring up the punting unit of the Aztecs here. High snap, Bush has got it. Bush boots it away. Seem to bounce. Yeah, you got number 21 for the Aztecs from Bath, number 15, 6, 40, 52 from Gloucestershire. Gladiators, that is. I'm sure there are some Bullets and Uwe players in here somewhere. Bullets and Uwe? Bullets and Pride players. Especially considering that we are playing at the home of the Pride here. On it here in SGS. So hearing from the sideline, there's 11 minutes left in this game. Aztecs looking to sort of shock the world here. Reynolds now looking around. Short pass there. .35. Warriors, you can hear them trying to speed up this huddle. Two scores and a field goal is what the Warriors have to overcome here. Same play again, given to 23. And launched out of bounds there by 34 again. Number 23, Boyce. Been an offensive weapon for the Warriors today. First down. Reynolds is looking. Dumps it off to again. Yeah, Nathan Coates saying that correctly. Over 700,000 spent on these facilities and food, and you can see it. The only purpose-built American football pitch in the country. It's a beautiful pitch to play on. I mean, I say that, I've never played on it. I've stepped on it and it feels quite nice. Second and 9 for the Warriors. Bunch on either side. Hand off to Boyce. And Boyce is just swarmed by Aztecs. Maybe a gain of 1. Going to be an Aztec down. It's going to roll over there. Oxford facilities being talked about. With much favour. I like Oxford. I don't believe we've only got one more Oxford Saints game on the schedule, and it's away at Bournemouth. Obviously next week the entire league's got a break, which does mean the Soda Sport Tank. We get our first Sunday off in a long, long time. So I'm sure there is football happening somewhere, but I'm not going to be covering it. So I'll be somewhere else. I'll be at home. I'm not sorry about it either. There's 1 week off. There's 1 week off in the whole season, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. So Reynolds now looking to throw. Third and a bit. Just behind number 10. And the punting unit for the Warriors comes on. Very interesting. With less than 10 minutes left, I don't know. Yeah, now Finsbury Park being talked about as one of the worst facilities. We've heard that a lot. Brooks and Manny back to receive. Great punt. And a fair catch there. called. Looks like the Aztecs are going to be starting on their 11-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tebbs and you're watching with Sports Tank. We're happy to have you here in what has been a very surprising game. Say definitely less than 10 minutes remaining here in Bristol. Aztecs are currently beating the currently undefeated Warriors. With people in the comments saying they can't remember the last time the Warriors lost in the regular season, well, they're gonna need something big. Are we going to be streaming the rematch between the Wyverns and the Dreadnoughts? I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely something we have considered. Aztecs going. KK Brooks under centre. KK Brooks is going. KK Brooks is going. He's got Manny as a blocker. But KK Brooks has just ran the entire length of the pitch. And I see no flags. I'm waiting for a signal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's amazing. Touchdown. Touchdown Aztecs. The Wildcat formation there for the Aztecs pays off. And KK Brooks runs, I think, an 89-yarder for a touchdown. And yeah, that's the fourth TD for KK Brooks. No need to ponder about who the MVP of this game is going to be, as Lewis Munt looks to kick it through for another one. And Lewis Munt gets it through. My Lord. My Lord, my Lord. What did the score?
Now 38-14.
Yeah, I thought so. I put an extra one on by mistake.
Running clock.
No. You can't be saying things like that. This is immense, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe that run. Absolutely sensational. This takes it 38-14 Aztecs over the London Warriors. What? I tell you what, I've said this before. When I woke up this morning, this is not how I thought this game was going. I've been looking forward to this game all week. And the Aztecs are beating the Warriors, and you know, like I imagine that maybe I'm going to say speculate 7-8 minutes left. I tell you what, it's going to be an uphill climb for the Warriors. I know I've said it before, you don't count out the London Warriors, but I don't know, it's starting to get away from them a bit. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'll tell you what though, there's going to be a party in Bristol if this scoreline holds. Big kick from Bush. Drops it in front of Kegney. I believe that's Kegney. It certainly is. Kegney's going. And brought down by Hossan. I tell you what, this is going. This is going, and the Warriors are going to take the ball on the 37-yard, on their own 37-yard line. I tell you what, the Aztec sideline's getting rowdy, and when you're up 38-14 on the London Warriors, well, I mean, I try to tell teams to get overconfident, but there's maybe 7-8 minutes left in this game, and the Aztecs are could potentially be on the verge of. Yeah. Coach Wilf making sure that I'm all good. He can't believe it. Flag on the play, looks like it's going to be a delay game. And D. Williams is now back in at QB. Okay. Delay of game for the Warriors, but the sort of headline as it reads, if I could have a banner that's ticking across the bottom of the screen, D. Williams, number 15, is back in at quarterback. And there'll be some London Warriors fans in the chat who are going to be definitely happy about that. Hand off to Boyce. Going to be, I don't know. I'm just going to wait and see if they move the chains. I think that might be, yep, it's going to be a 2nd and 2 for London here. Dee's running it himself. What is? Jamie Scarrett on the tackle, flag on the play from the far sideline judge. Looks like that's going to be a holding call on the Aztecs. Oh my lord. It's number 52 who's just got a 15-yard penalty. Ladies and gentlemen, number 52 is Jamie Scarrett. Jeez. I was trying to be nice to Jamie all game and he's just done that. Jamie Scarrett, absolute worst. If the London Warriors score on this play, I'm never going to let him hear the end of it. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Here we go for the Warriors. Hand off to Boyce. Wrapped up in the middle. Don't think there's going to be a gain on that one. It's 4th quarter and they're down to me. I know, but come on, Omni Saint, I've got to keep it interested. I'm not willing to count them out. Fuck it. Kwame's comment. I didn't swear. So, don't worry about it. It's very funny. Kwame's just put. And Williams going around the outside now. Number 17 has the angle, and number 17 is able to get number 15 out of bounds. They're saying there's not enough time left for London to get in, and Kwame just put onside kicks, forced fumbles, and coaches screaming "Inshallah" from the sideline. Very, very good. Very, very good. It made me chuckle. Omni saying with a very good point. London Warriors don't really ever play from behind. But they're marching their way down the field here. 3rd and 8 for London. Handed off to Boyce. But tackled by, I'm going to say 44. Yes, certainly was number 44. Ryan Davies there. Levi Smith making a very good point. This is the first time all year their starters are still playing in the 4th. Most of these boys are out by half time, and it's a very good point. It's a very, very good point. They don't have full game experience. But when you're up that much, you've got to get the starters in, especially against some of these teams. But now D. Williams is looking to throw. What an absolute gem. In and out of the hands of Kegney. And the Bristol Aztecs are going to take over. And I tell you what, I think this game might be cooked. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the Warriors are one of the best conditioned units. I'm saying that you've got to get the starters on as well. No. Stop trying to start beef between me and the London Warriors. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'll just apologise.
I'll take the flag.
London Warriors, I'm sorry if anything that has been said by me is perceived as negative. I'm just really enjoying this game of football. I'm just a football fan with a camera. Please leave me alone. Football fan with a camera and a sports journalism master's degree. That's why I'm holding the microphone and you're stood over there. And also because you're boring.
Post-game interview?
Grow up. I don't want to take the camera, don't want to traipse the camera downstairs. It's a handoff to Munt. Gonna have a gain of 2 or 3. Yeah, Levi Smith speaking the truth, I certainly wouldn't say they're unfit, but things happen when your starters don't play full games all year. It's a good point. It's a good point. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see what the time is here. Aztecs are going to be looking to run the clock out. I'm sure Lewis didn't want to go out of bounds there. Kwame will be back. I hope so anyway. It's when he's free. Hand tabs a shovel. No, Nathan, leave it out. I'm trying my hardest. One on either side. Oh, and just swallowed up there by the London Warriors. I think that's Hassan, number 23, in it running back there. Going to be a loss of yardage for the Aztecs, but the clock is running, and that's what I imagine that they're paying more attention to. M for month, VP for valuablest player. Now, as you can see there, number 40, and I don't know what number Jamie Millington is for the Gloucester Gladiators, getting their picture taken while the actual football happens. Absolutely ridiculous. Benzie's looking over the head, caught by Hossan. Great contested catch, but it's going to bring on the punting unit. See, Munt should get more touches, but the thing is that Munt is their PAT kicker, and you don't really want to be risking him when he's been 100% all day. I've only ever seen him miss one. That was at Solent. You know, like Munt is a fantastic player, but you know you got to protect the leg. And there's lots of pointing on the field. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's whoever points the most, the other team gets the flag, or at least that's how I think it works. Lots of still pointing. That is a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that out of the way. I do know the rules. And the London Warriors are marching back here. Going to be 5 yards. Just going to make it a little easier for Bush to get it through. 1 and 10. They have Bush going to keep PATs though. You're right, but they've not been using him for that particular role. They have been using Munt all day. So Aztecs taking as much time as they can. I'm going to run onto that ball. Over the head of Kegney, and that ball goes out of bounds at the 31, it looks like, where the Warriors will take over. Time not on the side of London. And Nathan, very well could we talk about the same person? It wouldn't surprise me, but again, that I don't know why Lewis hasn't been used as much at running back. My only suspicion could be that he is their field goal kicker. So, and Williams, look, and he's on the move. It's going to be a first down, London. I think it is anyway. Certainly, it's going to be a first down for the Warriors. I'll tell you what, this game very well. I imagine that today is going to be, again, if the scoreline holds, there's going to be a lot of American football players and fans up and down the country looking at this scoreline going, what? And it's caught by number 14, and that's going to be another first down for the Warriors. Number 14 for the Warriors, KD on the reception. Getting Warriors another first down. Yeah, no, Levi's right. You have so many good players out running back. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the 2-minute warning, and I think it might be fair to say here that I think the London Warriors are going to be leaving here with a 1 in their loss column. I'm surprised. I can't be too surprised, otherwise the audience will get annoyed at me. But I am genuinely surprised. I can't believe this. Brickball it's something. Williams is looking. Ball is stripped out of his hands, and that is recovered. A strip sack. Oh my lord. Number 11 for the Aztecs. Billy Elliott, again, he made an absolutely critical play at the start of the game, and it looks like he's made a critical one now as the 2-minute warning goes, and the Bristol Aztecs are going to take over with less than 2 minutes remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this victory is going home with the Bristol Aztecs. What? 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 The Bristol Aztecs, I think it's safe to say, they've won this game against the London Warriors. Considering that the record for these two teams meeting is 20 wins for the Warriors and 1 for the Aztecs, well, it's going to be 20-2 now. It's a handoff to Munt. Munt's going. First down, Munt did step out of bounds at around the 47. Jack Farr for the Aztecs got married on Friday. Running backs and special teams coach. He's got to be happy. He's got to be happy. This is immense. I can't believe this. Genuinely, Desmond, when I woke up this morning, I did not think that I'd be witnessing a London Warriors loss in real life. But here we are, and here it is. Handed off to 18, plunging through the middle, fighting for every yard, but going to be a gain of about 3 or 4. But the clock is ticking. Later on, I think it's just a matter of time. It's nearly 3:45. What did I say? What? Again, here, not to sort of crush the Bristol Aztecs dreams. They still need to beat the Blitz no matter what happens here today, but it's going to be sensational. There are going to be a lot of American football fans and players looking at this scoreline going, sorry, what? And normally when that happens, you can't go and watch the game back. However, today you can, because we're here. And it's a kneel down. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to put it in the books. I'm waiting for that final whistle from the referee. And ladies and gentlemen, the Bristol Aztecs have just beaten the London Warriors. Say what? What? What are you saying right now? The Bristol Aztecs 38, London Warriors 14. And this is seismic shift is about to happen in the Premiership as the Bristol Aztecs have done what many thought was unthinkable. They've defeated the London Warriors in the regular season. When we came into this game, the overall record for these two teams, 20 wins to the Warriors, 1 win to the Bristol Aztecs. That has changed now with this momentous win for the Aztecs. Absolutely sensational. London Warriors are going to be, I can't imagine what that bus ride is going to be like on the way home for London. They're not going to be very impressed with people saying that the London Warriors, they can't remember the last time the London Warriors lost in the regular season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's right here. It's right here. We're going to have a look through some of the scores for the other games, but let's not forget what has just happened here today. London Warriors 14, Bristol Aztecs 38. Absolutely sensational. We're going to go through some of these as so. Lincolnshire Bombers 7, Staffordshire Surge 6. Keep going. Highland Stags 22, Glasgow Tigers 7. Oh, update. Staffordshire Surge 12, Bombers 7 in the third quarter. Steam 11. Oh, sorry. TD Steam. Darlington Steam 18, Wolverines 0. Caesars 14, Romans 0. Ooh, that's a big game. That's a great game. If that game is still going on, I don't know where it's being streamed. It is being live streamed. Go and watch that game. We can go and watch the Exiles versus the Blitz on ours, but it's Romans versus Caesars. Oh, sensational. Caesars up 14. And I believe that is all we have got. And I believe it's 13-0 up for the Blitz over Kent Exiles at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic historical day here in Bristol. Scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, Bristol Aztecs 38, London Warriors 14. Ladies and gentlemen, we will not be with you next week. We will not be with you next week because, well, there's no games on. So we won't be with you next week. We're all going to have a week off. Then the week after that, we will be in Bournemouth. We will be in Bournemouth covering that game. Let me see who it's against. I hope it's the Oxford City. Where is it? Let me check for you. I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely sensational. We'll be in Bournemouth for Bournemouth versus the Bristol Apache. And that will be in 2 weeks' time. In 2 weeks' time. We're going to have a week off next week. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your time. If you can wrap your head around what you have seen here today, scoreline one more time. Bristol Aztecs 38, London Warriors 14. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in 2 weeks. I have been Tebs for Sport Tank, for Bristol, for London. We will see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you very much.